Very much looking forward to having our next guest on. They call him No Time. This is a new nickname. Most importantly, he is taking the light heavyweight division by storm, completely blowing through everyone. 8 months ago, he was not even close to being on the radar. Now, he's probably one win away from fighting for the belt. He's coming off an amazing win over Jimi Manuwa, 9 days ago in Anaheim, California. He is Switzerland's own Volkan Oezdemir, and he joins us right now on the phone. Volkan, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How are you?
Did I get it right? Oezdemir, I'm trying to put in the French. Can you say your name? Because I hear different variations of your last name.
Volkan Oezdemir.
Oezdemir.
Yes.
That's better, right? Oezdemir.
Perfect.
All right. It is great to have you on. Many people wanted to hear from you last week and were very upset that you weren't on, so I'm happy to have you. And I just saw that you tweeted a video, this No Time video with the times of your recent fights. Who's behind all of this? Your social media game has really gone up a level over the past couple of weeks.
You're up to date because I just posted that like 15 minutes ago, right?
Yes.
So I'm working really closely with my best friend. He's my manager now also, and it's just communication. It's all about the message you wanna pass by, So also because of the new nickname, and we wanted to make sure people know that I've been used to finish my fight really quickly, and I think I got 7 wins within the first minute.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's crazy when you look at that.
And so, and I think you may have talked about this after the fight. How did the new nickname is No Time. The old nickname used to be Cousin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why Cousin, by the way? Such a strange name.
Yeah, really strange. I mean, that was a joke first. I was training in a gym in Swiss, Germany, and they were like making fun of me because I was listening to rap music, and we used the word cousin like you guys use bro.
Oh.
And I think it just started like that, and some people were calling streams, some people were calling, everybody has a different nickname, but the problem is that Sherdog updated my nickname, and then after you never went away, and then I just kept it, all this time.
Safe to say though that you prefer No Time over Cousin.
Oh, really much, yes.
Okay. And tell us the genesis of that nickname, because I love how it ties into where you're from, which is Switzerland.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, my friend were starting using that after my tournament in Denmark. It was like a 3 fight in one night, and all these fights were like within 1 minute. And that's how I got the nickname first. And after we just decided we need to change it because I got the 20 seconds wins on Misha, and they were all talking to me, hey, you need to change that nickname, and it suits me well because also from Switzerland we are a country of watches,
right?
And we're supposed to be on time, which I'm trying to make an effort about it, but I'm mostly all the time on time. So yeah.
Do you have any watch sponsors hitting you up now? I feel like this is a perfect thing for you.
This is it's all coming off together right now, and we get options now, and hopefully the first picture I'm going to do with the watch will be a nice.
Wow. Okay. Well, is it fair to say that 2017 thus far, Volkan, has been the greatest year of your life?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. Look, I follow the sport very closely. I will admit, this time last year, I did not know who you were. And now you're, like I said, 1 win maybe away from fighting for the belt. Have you taken a chance to step back and say, wow, I can't believe how much has happened to me this year and how quickly everything has happened?
No, really, because, I'm just trying to move forward all the time. After the Misha fight, I was planning the same night the Manuwa's fight. Mm-hmm. So we were already negotiating, and now after that last fight, I'm trying to get or Jones or Gustafsson. So I'm trying to be proactive now, and I'm up to my new objective.
Okay, so you don't take any moment to sit back and smell the roses.
No, it's I don't want to get comfortable actually.
Okay. Is that is that something that you used to do in the past, or is there a reason why you won't allow yourself to at least kind of enjoy what's going on around you?
No, I think that the problem is that in the past I wasn't fighting enough. I had too much break in between fights, and plus also, there was always consolation and problem, injury, and stuff like that. So I think now it's time for me to do something about my life. So I want to create something big, something great, and I think I should just go away. I want to fight one more time before the end of the years, and I want to make a great fight again.
And so, right after the fight, I think it was last Monday, you put out something on Instagram saying, "Hey, Alex, let's do it for Europe. Let's have this fight." Is there? I've tried to reach out to Alex and his management team. Have heard absolutely nothing. What are you hearing? Is this possible? Is there a chance that you might fight him?
I think that's the best match to do. I'm pretty sure he's not going to answer that, because him answering this will be, acknowledging me and kind of accept the fight halfway. Because if you start talking about it, then he's like almost on. He's going to be, it's going to be on soon. But I think you want to focus on Jones, because I'm a dangerous fight. I think there is not too much data on me, and I got a big knockout power, and I think I fight kind of the same style of AJ's fighting, and he has a tough fight against AJ, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't want that fight.
Do you think that part of your success has been that, when you look at you, it doesn't look like you have a lot of power. You're not a very intimidating presence, and that your opponents may be looking past you? Like, I feel like maybe in hindsight, Jimmy was looking past you, talking about David Haye and fighting for the belt and things like that. Do you feel like that has worked to your advantage, that you look unintimidating, that you don't look like a guy who's going to come out there and knock you out in seconds, and thus people have their guard down and are susceptible to being knocked out?
You telling me I don't look big?
I think you're tall, but I don't think that you are an imposing fellow. Like you're not intimidating. I hope I didn't offend you.
I haven't been. I haven't been lifting weights since the beginning of the year. So since I signed with the UFC, I wasn't lifting weight at all, and I saw that in my last two fights. And I was talking with my strength and conditioning coach that I wasn't using, and we started doing a little bit more weight right now. So I did like once or twice a week with him for the past 5 weeks before the fight. So of course I didn't gain a lot of muscle, but it's I'm gonna put some more muscle also for the future. But it's true. I mean, I got this natural knockout power, and I mean, doesn't mean that you have big muscle and stuff. It doesn't mean you know how to use your body, and I think I get that instinct.
Is it something about teaming up with the guys in Florida? Something about just learning how to use your power the right way that has made everything come together for you? Or in the past, were you not doing that? I mean, you've only lost once, but these knockouts against the creme de la creme at 205. This is on a whole other level. Do you feel like now you understand how to use your power?
I think, no, I don't think so. I think it's natural in people's body also. They know how to use it. And but training here, with under Henry Hooft is a great, it's something. It was the best thing that happened to me, because I got a great coach. He understands so much the fighting. I was about to say striking, but he understands fighting. So it's nice. I'm really appreciative of the team we have here. It's a really good energy there.
The story that I heard was that you were traveling in the Netherlands, and then you went to the Glory Gym, the Golden Glory Gym, and you teamed up with Alistair Overeem. You didn't really have aspirations of being a fighter, but he took a liking to you and kind of gave you confidence and told you that you should go out and try to pursue this. And that's when this journey of yours started as a fighter. Is that accurate?
Yes, it was really easy. We were training together, and then I was about to leave. I spent 4 weeks there, and I was to go back home. And he told me, "Hey, just a simple question, why don't you fight?" And I was like, "I don't know. I never thought about it. I wasn't really interested." And he said, "Hey, you should come back here. We can plan like a 6-week training camp, and then you're gonna fight at the end of the camp." And he said, "Just let me know when you want to come." And then the 1 month after, I was back there and I was living with him, and that really helped me because I was training like exactly the way he was training. He was getting ready for his K1 fight. I think he was fighting Boniaski or something like that. And I mean, that was amazing for me. I had my first fight. It was an amateur fight. I fought a guy who was way bigger than me because my opponent dropped off. So the same day, they replaced me with somebody heavier that had no opponent too. And I did first round knockout with a high kick. And I mean, the feeling at that moment was amazing. You know, I scream, I yell like a volcano, and finally I just explode, boom. And then everybody was cheering, and I was okay, I want to do that of my life.
And so if you never met Alistair, if you never had that experience with him, what do you think you would be doing now?
Listen, my life is all about fighting right now. I mean, there's nothing else in my life. I cannot imagine me doing nothing else. So that would be pretty tough. But when I grew up, I wanted to be an historian. So I wanted to do something with the history, you know. So I guess I'll be an intellectual. Wow.
Do you still plan on doing that?
No. Right now, I have other plans. It's more like business stuff.
Okay.
But you know, of course, I love to read and get informed.
And when you went to that gym and when you met up with him, you had no fights under your belt. You had no kind of martial arts history. You were completely raw.
No, I was doing karate when I was younger, and then I did three jiu-jitsu tournaments and like a white belt. And yeah, I was just you know getting started, but I did that for pleasure, you know.
And how did you end up there? Why did you even go to that gym?
Because I went a year before. I went to Thailand just for doing holiday, and I wanted to have pleasure and sports. So I went in Thailand, and I was doing some Thai boxing. And I wanted to go back, but Thailand was too expensive for me at that time, and that's why I went to Netherlands.
Oh, okay. And do you live in Florida full-time now, or do you go back home to Switzerland?
So I'm starting going back home after my first win in UFC, and before that, I told myself I'm not going to go back home until I made it. And after I won, I let myself go. I enjoyed some free times. I spent 2 weeks there. I did a lot of promo stuff, and now I'm trying to go every time I fight. I'll go there after the fight just to do some promotional work and some networking.
And so have you been back since you beat Jimi Manuwa?
No, because now it's summertime, so a lot of people are in vacation, so I'll go end of August.
Oh, okay. What I know you haven't been there, but what's the word that you're getting back home? I mean, I asked you this question before the fight, the kind of buzz that you have generated in Switzerland. It's not so, common to see someone in MMA from Switzerland do so well. After the win now, the high-profile win against, a highly ranked opponent, what's it been like? Are you getting hit up by the media there? Are you being asked to do interviews? Do you feel like things have changed for you back home after the win over Jimi Manuwa?
Yes, it changed a lot. It's always improving. The Michel fight was great also because I had a lot of live coverage because it was on the same time. And now it's also amazing. I got a few front page in the biggest newspaper.
Wow!
So that was good. Like front page. I got one front page last fight, and that was another front page. And I asked many times the front page in the sports section, but being the front page also, it's amazing coming from our sports. The only front page people that are going to be there is going to be like the soccer player or the tennis player. Nobody else will be covering the newspaper.
Yeah. I mean, so we're not talking front page of the sports. We're talking front page of the entire paper.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. What's the name of the paper?
It's like 20 minutes.
Oh, again with the time.
Yeah. Right.
Everything's about time there.
Yeah,
time and chocolates.
We need to know what time is it.
If you walk down the street in Switzerland, you, Roger Federer, who makes a bigger crowd? Who's more popular right now, you or the king of tennis?
It's me, of course.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Federer is, right, for us, it's like that. No, Federer is a legend. I think he's the greatest tennis player of all time. So, and he's amazing too. So I really love him. Though, so yeah.
Have you ever met him?
No, I want to meet him. I have some friends who knows Stanislas Wawrinka is one of the other big tennis player.
Yeah.
And so we'll see. Maybe Stan first, and then Federer. We'll see.
Would you say that Roger Federer is the most famous athlete to ever come out of Switzerland, or am I missing someone?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Do you,
he's huge.
Is that a dream of yours to become more famous, more successful than him? Do you think that is attainable?
I don't need to be more famous, but I definitely want to be successful.
Okay. More than him. More championships. More victories.
Exactly.
By the way, last week on the program, I had Anthony Johnson on, a man you know well. You've trained with him. Do you think he's going to come back, by the way?
I don't know. He was really clear that he was done with it, but during UFC 214, he said like he will be interested in a money fight. So I didn't really talk about it with him, but we'll see. I mean, money can change your mind.
So I asked him about you fighting John Jones, and this is what he said, and I appreciated his honesty. He said, John is still at another level. John, man, for sure. That's just the reality of it. John would win. I know that, but Volkan is not a P star Y. He can take a lot of punishment, and he can keep going. How do you like how do you feel about that? That he's saying, okay, you're not gonna get pushed over, you're gonna hang in there, but at the end he would side with John. How does that make you feel as his friend and teammate?
I think he's just keeping his fight also on the line. Mm-hmm. Because I think that's also a big money fight for him. It's going to be one of a huge return. People are willing to see that fight. I want to see that fight. So I think that's also the reason why. But it's also that people don't really know until you show them. And I believe in myself. And I mean, a fight is a fight. You never know what's happening. But I always go in there and I give my everything. I give my best. And I'm pretty confident that I have the abilities to knock everybody out. So this is not a problem for me. John Jones is a man like everybody else. He has 2 hands, 2 legs, and the same chin. So I will see. Did
you watch his fight against DC?
Yeah, I was backstage after the fight, and I was enjoying the fight.
Were you impressed with him? Like, do you feel like he's back to his old self? Do you think that he can get better? How would you assess his performance?
That was John Jones. That was his style. He was doing his stuff.
Uh-huh.
I didn't see no new weapons yet. Of course, he didn't probably display everything. But the fight was dominated. But DC had some good momentum too. So, I wasn't that impressed.
You weren't that impressed. How come?
Because the fight was great, of course, but I was really waiting to see John Jones, being different. But DC is also one of the best pound-for-pound fighter ever. So also the fight was between 2 of the best guy. I mean, in the entire world. So that's also why, I guess.
And I really appreciate. I thought it was really nice that you posted something on Instagram about DC, giving him his props. I thought that was very classy on your part. DC was able to tag him. Even his mouthpiece flew out at some point. I'm assuming you think that if you get your hands on him, you can knock out John Jones?
Yeah, you saw the uppercut I did. No, I think he's going to be a different power. DC stance is not made for striking. The way he stands is, he's not going to be generating a lot of power in striking, so this is different. I got another style. I'm offering another style to John Jones. So when my punch land is going to be different.
Are you hoping to fight again this year?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, and if it's not Alex, if it's not John Jones, are you willing to fight someone else?
Yes, but the thing is, right now the division is really blocked. I mean, Shogun is fighting OSP, but that's going to be in September.
Yeah.
Then they need time off, I guess.
Yeah.
So now they just signed Glover against Misha.
Yeah.
And that's going to be UFC Brazil, which is, I don't even remember when, the end of the year.
Yeah, in October.
Then, damn, Glover is stuck to. DC just come off lost, but he's still the number one pound for pound, so that might be good. But he's coming off of a loss, you know. And who else? Gustafsson is the only one coming off for a win and highly ranked. So just thinking strategy. I want to fight, but I'm just thinking strategy. You know, it's all about what you're gonna. My goal is to fight for the belt as soon as possible. So I don't want to take too much time doing something else, but I don't want to take time off also. So
right.
It's something we have to think about.
Yeah, I actually thought that if you didn't get Gustafsson, that they were going to book you versus Glover Teixeira. And I know he's...
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, that was never offered to you?
No, and that's crazy because Misha is number 9 right now, and Glover is number 4.
Right.
So Misha coming off a loss, get the number 4, and so I was thinking at least I'm going to get Glover as the number 4. But I mean, yeah, it's going to be a great fight. I want to see that fight. I know Misha is still one of the best in the division. I believe he deserves to be in the top 5. So I got it. I got the fight.
All right. Any luck with getting you and Cesaro in the same room? I want to see this. I want to see the picture of you two together. Any update on that?
I want to see that too. Yeah, I mean, he wrote about me on Twitter after my fight. So
oh, really?
I'm gonna try to connect with him.
Yeah. What did he say?
He liked my haircut. I guess we got the same haircut.
Of all the things to compliment you on, it was your haircut. What about the win?
Yeah, man. You know, because we both like some pretty boy.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
And so yeah, just say Switzerland flag and Volkan and congratulations and PS whatever. Like I love the haircut, something like that.
Was it Swiss Day recently or something?
What do you say? Was
it like a Switzerland holiday, like the Independence Day?
August 1st.
August 1st. What is that?
August 1st. Yeah. That was the day when the country was created.
Oh wow! How did you celebrate?
I went here with the barbecue. I came off the plane from California, landed here in Florida, and I went to meet some Swiss friends. We did just a barbecue and some fireworks.
All right. Well, you have been all about the fireworks, my friend. It's been really fun watching you rise in such a short amount of time in the UFC. Continued success to you. Congratulations on everything that's happened thus far this year. I mean, right now you're in the running. I don't know if you know this or think about these things or even care, but I would say you're in the running for Fighter of the Year. It's amazing. Wins over OSP, Misha Serkinov, now Jimi Manuwa in a matter of seconds. One of the best stories of the year, and it's really been a lot of fun to watch you climb that ladder so quickly. So félicitations, congratulations, keep it up, and I'm looking forward to the next one, my friend.
Thank you so much, Ariel. Thank you for having me in the show, too.
Yes, absolutely, and we'll talk to you again soon. All right, there he is, Volkan Oezdemir. I think I got it. You have to have the French, Oezdemir. What a story.